So hey guys, it's quickly again with another video, and this time I've got a review on the Biking Brotherhood Full Gauntlet gloves from Biking Brotherhood. Stay tuned for that. Now, if you didn't know, I recently had a crash and well, you can see what happens. So yeah, that happened. But in the crash, I managed to get bumped up pretty well, and because I was wearing all my gear, I was essentially saved. My gear took all the brunt of the impact, and well, this is what is left of it. So naturally, I had to have a new glove, and I've had my sights on the Biking Brotherhood Full Gauntlet glove for some time now. I went with the Full Gauntlet because I know that Full Gauntlet is going to be more protective. Yes, it might be a little bulky, it might be an overkill on the streets, but I still have the peace of mind with the Full Gauntlet, so that is there. So here are the gloves. Now it is a full leather construction with bump protection on knuckle, fingers, and also the wrist area, with foamies on other areas like thumb, base of your wrist, all that. So that does work out really well. It's a really protective glove, and it cost me about 4,000 rupees. Now the prices may change depending on the time of the year, so your mileage may vary. So this makes a very comprehensive protection from both bumps and slides, because it is a full leather construction. That means it will slide very well. So I'm wearing one glove to just show you guys how this one feels. And now I've been riding in these gloves for about 1,000 kilometers now, and I think I get a very good feel on what to expect from this glove. So I'll be sharing a few of my views on this now. Wearing these gloves, this one is a medium. I sized it according to the Cramster glove because the website apparently does not have any sizing chart for these gloves. Fitment is simple. You just slide your hands inside. There is a noose over your wrist that works out really well, and also double closure on the cuffs. And it does make a very tight fit, and that is what I want from a full gauntlet sport type glove. Now there are a few notable features which I really like in these gloves. The first one is touch friendly fingers on both index and thumb. It's also mirrored onto the left arm, so that's pretty cool. And there's also large vents behind the knuckle armor which flows a tornado's worth of air. Double velcro corsets just give me a comprehensive fitting which is really nice against the skin. It really works out really well. Now there are accordion stretch fabrics on 3 fingers which does give me a really good fit, and these fingers are pre-curved, so this out of the box the fitment is perfect. Now I want to talk about the pros and cons of these gloves. First of all, I really like these gloves for a lot of its features. The protection is great because it is full leather construction and there is doubling up on the high impact areas, which is really nice to have. The impact protection is great. There is carbon weave on the knuckles and on the pinky finger, also on the wrist area, which is really nice. Also, there is something which is really not found a lot in gloves, which is TPU sliders on your base of your palm, which is really great for impact and also slide protection. The fit is amazing. Now at first this was really tight as I selected a medium, but with this leather it will break in over time and it will give you a really good fit over time. The touch finger is amazing. I use my phone for navigation whenever I'm on my bike, and this one opens up a new window for me, so that is amazing. I really like this one. Now the palm leather is very thin, so that makes it really see-through controls for my bike. It is really amazing. I've never had this kind of control feeling out of a glove, so that's really cool. Now the glove uses Keprotect, which is a Kevlar and aramid mixed fiber, which is really strong, stronger than steel, and is really light. That gives us a very good abrasion resistance and also a very good puncture strength, which is amazing for a glove which is for protection. But what I really don't like is, I'll get into that later also, but let's get this out of the way. The website is not complete at all. Whatever is mentioned, like the Keprotect stuff, it's not even mentioned in the website, and I only knew of this feature after I bought into the glove. So there's no way for a customer to know what all stuff are actually in the glove. Now let's get to the things which I don't really like about these gloves. Now as I've already said, the control feel through these thin leathers are amazing. I've been using it, it's really cool. But on the flip side, that does make it a little less abrasion resistant in a long slide. But Again, these are doubled up in the high stress areas, so that should work out really well. And also, I've been using this for about 1000 kilometers, and it's already showing a few wear and tear, so that might be a thing. The knuckle carbon piece, from the pictures I thought this was individually molded pieces, but no, that's just one piece, and it would have been much better for comfort if it was two individual pieces, but that's not the case. Now, the silicone printing on this palm, I think it's stupid. If I wanted silicone printing, I want it on my lever fingers rather than on the palm. This makes it really bad for just having the feel. I don't like silicone printing on the palm, and I don't think it should have been done. Another thing which bothers me slightly is the Biking Brotherhood logo. This is on a tongue which is in the most annoying places of all, because whenever I try to throttle up, this tongue hits the back of my hand, which is annoying, and yeah, you get used to it eventually, but it is annoying for the first few kilometers to ride in these gloves. Now, another thing is that the website mentions that the carbon fiber is present on the fingers, as in plural. I mean, a lot of fingers, right? But as I can see, it's only available in the pinky finger on 2 places. All the others are just rubber or PPU, which is fine by me, but I think that needs to be corrected on the website. Now, also another thing is that because of how my bike's gram handle is positioned, whenever I try to pick up my bike or just move it around, these TPU sliders, they tend to scratch up my bike, but that is a personal thing for my personal bike, so might not be a problem for many people. And yeah, most of these things do feel like I'm nitpicking, but overall, this is a great glove, which because of these nitpicks, I kind of wish these were corrected, so that's just it. Now, there are a few things which I'm really not a fan of. The previous one is just dislikes, but these things need to be corrected as soon as possible. First one, the website. The website is totally out of whack. Nothing works. There is no sizing chart. That was one of my biggest complaints about this gloves. There is no way of getting a perfect fit. Now, a friend of mine already owns this glove, so I asked him about the fit. He uses a medium, which is the same as the previous glove which he uses, which is a Cramster glove. So I went on with the Cramster's glove sizing, and that fits perfectly, yes. But I think the website also needs to have a sizing chart specifically for gloves, and that is just something which is not available right now. Now, another thing which I'm really not a fan of is the glove box. Now, this is the packaging with which it comes, so it says baby gear, Beijing bikers with information. You can see I've got a medium, but this glove box, this box has so many jargons, which is like, it doesn't even mention anything if these things are present in the glove. For starters, it says it does have original leather. Okay, I believe that. It does have Kevlar. Where does the Kevlar? Oh, Cap Protect? Maybe. It has carbon safety. Of course, I can vouch for carbon. Tinselate. It does have Tinselate. It has Cool Max also. So yeah, both of these are available. I'm not really sure. It has Lycra, which is cool, I guess. Now, it also says it has Hypora. Now, Hypora is a waterproof and breathable membrane, kind of like Gore-Tex, but I mean, Hypora makes this glove waterproof, right? But there is no mention of waterproofing on the website, on the box, anywhere. I mean, do you assume that because Hypora is mentioned on the box, people will assume it is waterproof? I don't think so. That is not how it works. You should have mentioned waterproof glove from on the website at least, because it just does not correlate at all. And also for that matter, it also says this one has neoprene. And for that, neoprene is a family of synthetic rubbers, which is, what the hell is a rubber? It's a rubber. God, that is so tweaky. So again, I don't really think neoprene is used anywhere on this glove. So having all these on the box itself and not on the website, once you have bought this glove, now I know it is all of this. And also waterproofing, I'm really sketched out by the waterproofing because I have rode in the rain with this. I don't think it's waterproof because I could feel the dampness inside. So it just feels like the company is trying to fool its customers into buying something which is just not there. But that's just not good. And also, I did contact Biking Brotherhood about these gloves to confirm if these objects are used. I never got a reply back. I even gave them a message about the sizing chart previously, before I even bought this glove. Again, I did not get any messages, and I don't want to call them because I don't think that is how an official message is supposed to be delivered, so not really there, and this kind of makes me lose its credibility as a company, so that's just it. So now let's get to the price of it. I got this from their official website for 4,000 rupees, which is, in the grand scheme of things, it may feel expensive, but you have to see that the competitors for these gloves, which is the Full Gauntlet space, one of them is the Cramster TRT2, there is the Zeus Rev Pro, there is the DST Primo and the Aspida Aries. Now Aspida Aries, DST Primo and the Cramster TRT2 are clocking in at a slightly lower price range, about 3,200 to 3,800. Now this is 4,000 rupees. Doesn't feel a lot more money is paid onto this, but all these gloves which I just mentioned just misses out on the tech finger, which I personally feel is a very good deal on the 200 rupees, which is more than the other one. There's also the Zeus Rev Pro, which does have all the features which I just mentioned, but it is also slightly more expensive at about 4,600 rupees, which kind of feels that this one is a bang for the buck, right? And yes, it is a great bang for the buck. So that kind of brings me to my conclusion then. I really like these gloves, and for the price, I'm getting a lot of it. But the company needs to evolve more in customer relations, I guess, because I still haven't received any messages from them regarding my queries, even after I bought it, even before I bought it, no, nothing. So I do feel the company needs to advance more, and particularly in giving the correct information to its customers on their actual website, because the website gives a totally different description about the gloves than this box does. So that is the thing. So guys, I hope you guys know more about this glove now, because I tried finding more information about this. I couldn't find any. I hope this video makes you informed more about this. And honestly, it's just an amazing glove, and I think there should be more information on their official website rather than a third-party source. So just so you guys know. If you have more doubts about these gloves, feel free to comment below. I will get back to you, and hopefully we can have a good conversation there. So guys, there you have it. Hope you guys liked the video. Please share, subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.